Could one single finger really lift over 250 pounds?
That sounds completely impossible, right? Like something out of a comic book. But today, we're talking about the real-life owner of what might be the strongest finger on the entire planet. This isn't CGI. It's not a magic trick. It's a story of raw power, unbelievable dedication, and a world record that will make your own fingers ache just thinking about it. Meet Steve Keeler, a man from the UK who looks like a regular guy, but possesses a truly superhuman ability. In 2022, Steve etched his name into the history books by setting a Guinness World Record that most of us can't even comprehend. He achieved the heaviest deadlift with a single finger. We're not talking about lifting a grocery bag or a dumbbell. We're talking about a colossal amount of weight that would challenge most people using their entire body. Steve didn't just break the old record. He shattered it, proving that the limits of human strength are often far beyond what we imagine. This accomplishment wasn't an overnight success. It was the result of years of specific grueling training and an iron will. So, how much did he actually lift? Prepare to be amazed. Steve Keeler lifted an incredible 129.5 kilograms. For those of us in the US, that's 285.5 pounds. Let that sink in for a moment. 285 pounds. That's the weight of a giant panda, a large refrigerator, or a heavyweight boxer. All that mass, hoisted off the ground, balanced, and held using just his middle finger. The official video shows the setup: a stack of weight plates, looking impossibly heavy, attached by a strap to his finger. You can see the immense strain, the focus in his eyes as he pulls upwards. It's a moment of pure, focused power that is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Most people would struggle to deadlift that weight with two hands and a weightlifting belt. Steve did it with one finger. This wasn't some fluke, a lucky one-time lift. This was the culmination of a long and arduous journey. Steve Keeler has been a martial artist for decades, which is where his journey into grip and finger strength began. But lifting this kind of weight required a whole different level of dedication. He specifically trained for this record for years. The key isn't muscle size, because your fingers don't have muscles. It's all about tendon strength. Tendons are the connective tissues that attach muscle to bone, and they are notoriously difficult to strengthen. Unlike muscles, they have a very limited blood supply, which means they recover and adapt extremely slowly. Steve had to follow a painstaking regimen of slowly increasing the load over many years, allowing his tendons to gradually thicken and become resilient enough to handle these unimaginable forces without snapping. It's a testament to patience and understanding the body's limits. The sport itself, finger lifting, is an extremely niche but fascinating corner of the strength world. It's not about big, flashy muscles. It's about a very specific, concentrated form of power. The sport demands an insane level of grip strength, of course, but it also requires an extraordinary tolerance for pain. The pressure exerted on that single finger joint and the surrounding tissues is immense. Competitors in this field are a special breed, pushing the boundaries of what the human hand can endure. They are masters of conditioning their hands and fingers to become like steel hooks, capable of supporting weights that would break an ordinary person's bones. It's a silent, gritty sport, far from the glamour of mainstream athletics, but arguably just as demanding. Let's break down the mechanics of the lift. How does it even work? The setup is deceptively simple. The weight, typically a set of loaded plates, is connected to a handle or a strap with a small loop. The lifter hooks their finger, usually the middle finger, as it's the longest and strongest, through that loop. From a bent-over position, similar to a traditional deadlift, they must lift the entire weight completely off the ground and hold it steady. There's no help allowed. No using other fingers, no resting the weight against their body. It has to be a clean lift, powered by the strength of that one digit and the chain of muscles connected to it, all the way up the arm and into the back. It's a pure test of tendon and ligament integrity. For the average person, attempting something like this would be catastrophic. Even lifting a fraction of that weight would put you at extreme risk of a severe injury. The most likely outcome would be a snapped tendon, specifically the flexor tendon that allows you to bend your finger. An injury like that is incredibly painful and can require surgery and months of rehabilitation to even regain normal function, let alone lift anything heavy again. The force is so concentrated on such a small area that it could also potentially dislocate the finger joint or even fracture the bone. This is why what Steve Keeler did is so remarkable. His body had adapted over years to become structurally different from the average person's. His tendons are literally thicker and tougher. When Steve performed the record-breaking lift, the officials and even medical professionals present were stunned. Watching the footage, you can see the moment the weight leaves the floor. The finger is visibly strained. The skin is pale from the pressure, but it holds. The tendons, conditioned through years of relentless training, did not fail. They stretched to their absolute limit, but remained intact, bearing a load that seems to defy the laws of anatomy. The record was set. A new benchmark for human strength was established, and Steve Keeler became a legend in the world of strength sports. It was a victory not just for him, but for the idea that with enough dedication, the human body can achieve the seemingly impossible. So, after hearing all that, it really puts things into perspective. Think about it for a second. How much could your finger lift? Maybe you could lift a gallon of milk, which is about 8.6 pounds. Maybe a determined person can lift a 20-pound dumbbell for a second. But over 285 pounds? It's a feat that borders on the superhuman. Steve Keeler's record is a powerful reminder that there are athletes out there pushing the limits in ways we never even thought of. It's a world of strength that goes far beyond the gym. What do you think is the most incredible world record you've ever heard of? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this look into the world of extreme strength, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're always exposing the most mind-blowing world records and the amazing stories behind them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.